Accessories for the Mini 3. If you could buy one accessory for the Mini 3, then buy this one. Let's do this. Hello, welcome once again to the channel here on this very busy, wet and miserable and sunshiny and all the rest of it that goes with the weather in the UK. That's what's happening this week. So the Mini 3 accessories, if you could buy just one Mini 3 accessories, then the ones to buy have got to be these things. ND filters. ND filters from Freewell. Freewell has kindly sent me these to review, and that's what we're going to do in the video. Let's get straight into it. So ND filters, I'm not going to bore you to death. We all know what they're for. We all know what they do. But what I will like to do is go through each different pack and tell you exactly what they do, how they work. So we've got the all day 6-pack. We've got the bright day pack, the PL versions. These are my personal favourites, these ones. And then there's also a UV filter, which is thrown in as well for good measures. So what do they actually do? Well, as you know, it's just like wearing a pair of sunglasses when you go outside, and reduce the light coming into the camera. That's basically what an ND filter does. And that enables us to use the 180-degree angle rule so that we can get the right shutter speed to create motion blur. So looking at the all-day pack first, these come in a set of 6. These go from ND4 right up to ND1000. The 1000 will be useful if you're going to do some still photography or you get long exposures, or doing time lapses. That will certainly help. This next set is the bright day pack, which is the polarizing filters. Now these are really handy. These come into play if you want to fly over water, if you're taking photographs or videos of buildings with lots of glass in it. Basically it takes away the glare. They're a polarizing filter, helps you see right the way through the water. If you was into fishing, you'll be able to see through the water and get good images of fish. Polarizing filters, these are my favorite. They're adjustable, and the latest ones for the Mini 3 I'll show you here. They've got 2 marks on them, one for horizontal and one for vertical. So as you can see here in the video, that will enable you to get the right position, whether it's horizontal or whether it's vertical, and make sure that the filter is in the correct place. There's 2 lines, as you can see in the video here, and you can just adjust it whether it's horizontal or vertical. So as I said previously, the only way to get motion blur in your videos is to use ND filters. And you can see in this video here of a shot I did earlier this morning of some cars. If we stop the video, you'll see there's actually motion blur on the car, and that's all created by the use of ND filters. So the idea of using an ND filter is to enable you to get your shutter speed twice the frame rate. So if you're shooting in 30 frames per second, then you put on an ND filter and you'll get it close to 1/60th of a second, and making sure that you keep the ISO to 100, which obviously is the best setting, because then that you get less chance of getting any grain or any noise in your videos or photos. So the idea is to decrease the light, get it into the camera, and so that you can slow your shutter speed down. I've done a video all about ND filters. Like I say, I'm not going to go heavily into it. That video will be up there somewhere. And I've also done a video about how to select the right filter every time, the first time. That video will be up there as well too. So how do these ND filters actually fit? Well, as you can see, all you do is give it a little twist anti-clockwise and take the lens cover off, get the ND filter and slot it in, give it a twist clockwise, and that's all there is to it. And as you can see here in the video, as I showed you earlier, you can adjust these PL filters, whether it be vertical, just there, or twist it anti-clockwise for the horizontal, and that puts the right composition in the right place. Once you've finished, you can put your lens cover back on. Now the beauty about these ND filters is the weight, 0.70 grams. That's not going to affect the weight of the drone one bit at all. The simple reason, it weighs exactly the same as the lens cover. So would I recommend ND filters? Absolutely. So what we've got the day pack, the polarizing filters, and you also get CPL with this pack as well. That will also stop some of the glare coming into the camera from water and glass, but it will also boost the saturation. Also, we have, as I said before, we've got the day pack. These are the standard filters. Would I recommend them? Absolutely. I've got ND filters for both the Mini 2 and the Air 2S, that you know that I've got those two drones, and I've always used Freewell filters. Would I buy them? Absolutely. So just a short video there on ND filters from Freewell. If you're interested in them, I will leave a link down in the description where you can get them from. And I hope you found it useful and informative. Like I say, don't forget, have a look at the two videos I linked out earlier if you want to know all about ND filters, and especially the one about how to select the right one at the right time. If you found it useful, give it the thumbs up. If you haven't, well, give it the thumbs up twice, because we know that always works. And we'll see you in next week's video. Thanks for watching.